Hello, Flosstube.
Greetings.
I'm Laura.
I'm Joe.
Welcome to the Slovak Farm.
This is the farm where we grow cross-stitch.
One stitch at a time. Today is Monday, March 10th.
Evil day.
It's National Take a Nap Day. It's the day after Daylight Savings Time.
It's Super Monday.
It's the Mondayest Monday ever. Okay. So, hopefully y'all had a good week. It was another zoo of a week. I'm really getting tired of zoo weeks. And no, I did not get enough sleep last week.
What sleep?
Just really super busy. And this week's going to be just as busy. So hopefully you all had a great week. That's all I got to say about that. Nothing exciting to tell you because life sucks, and that's that. So why don't we shout out our commenters?
Tamara, June, and Andrea, Teresa.
Thank you all so much for commenting and spending some time with us this week. Last week. Yeah. Words. They're challenging. Whips.
Yeah, my brain went.
The one I want first is on the bottom of the pile. Of course. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so started the week with floss stuck to the pattern. January Star Touch Meadow block. That is the carnation. And this is on white 16 count Ada. Pretty basic. Just working my way around.
Working my way around town.
Circle, circle, circle.
Swing around the rosy.
Yeah, just working my way on it till it's done. 308 stitches on that. Then for Boys and Girls Club Week, I pulled out 2 whips. The first one being my Stamped Heart Succulent cross stitch pattern. This is on whatever the kit Ada was. I think this is an 18 count. And I stitched on this for a whip you have significant history with and a whip that changed your life. Got 603 stitches on it. All of the heart is stitched in now. All I have to do is make all of this blue around it white. Yes, I did purposely save the white fill-in for last. Because
Mindless, go!
Brainless stitching powers go. Yes, it's going to be a bit boring, but I'm going to cruise through it when I stitch on it now. So, not that I like this. The one thing I like about these stamped kits is you really can cruise through it. Especially if you're not a stitch counter. Like, if you're just stitching to stitch. I'm a stitch counter because of my games. You can just clip right along on this. My downside to this is the websites do have patterns kits that are pirated. So, I'm like, do I just avoid buying the pirated ones or not buy them altogether?
I wish we could just get a hold of the machine they use to make it.
Right?
Scan the pattern and right onto the fabric.
There you go. And then for the other 2, I took out my sampler book by Erica Michaels. And I am working on pages G and H. Unfortunately, like a preview of the pages is like this little tiny postage stamp picture in the corner of the page with the chart, and you can't really see it, so, yeah. Sorry. I got almost all of the G block done on the 2 prompts that I did. Stitch on something that's part of a greater whole, and have you any experience with something similar to the Boys and Girls Club? So 611 stitches. So I had like part of the border done. I finished the first part of the border. There's 3 colors to the border. I finished the first color on the border, got all the letters in. I have everything with the specialty stitches for Mr. Goose on. However, I am going to pull his beak and his legs off because I don't like that color on there for his beak and his legs. Yes, it is a different color than is called for. Yeah, I didn't think about it. I may just use this color even though I know it's here. I may just use this color.
I might have some yellow lying around.
Actually, no. I take that back. I know what I'm going to do. His beak, I'm going to make this golden color. And then his legs, I'm going to make the dark brown. That's what I decided I was going to do. So I didn't have to pull a whole different color. Which is probably what I had planned when I first pulled the colors for this. But it's been a while since I've done that. So I had forgotten. And then something, your whip with your most overall stitches, I use my pass on. It's going to be a short video today. I don't have a lot to talk about. Oh, I have haul to show you because I have haul I forgot to show you. Don't ask.
Oh, I have random thing I can talk about while you do that.
Well, let me get this. Hold, please. Okay. I tore apart everything over here yesterday to try to find the pattern cover for Cathedral Wood Goddess.
Yay, we found it.
I did find it. So I pulled out Cathedral Wood Goddess for the monthly. Unfortunately, I only got 2 monthlies done this weekend again because I had another funeral lunch on Saturday. I got the phone call for that on Thursday. Yes, I willingly agreed to do it in 2 days. And it was like just not a big deal. It just, I'm tired.
Tuesday didn't help.
No, Tuesday did not help. But we're not going to talk about it. This is on a piece of 32 count custom dyed even weave. And I did the O and the C in crochet bag. So she is Opulent, and Nora Corbett is the designer's name. And I did all of my stitching down in here.
I'll go zoom into that part.
Well, actually, let me rephrase that. I did all of my stitching below where the leaves cross in front of her, because there were some ninja stitches up in here I had to fill in, and then I started working down in here. So that was 610 stitches altogether for the weekend. Yay!
Woohoo!
So hopefully, and last night we sat down and figured out tie-ins for her for all of the rest of the monthlies.
I had fun.
Yes, you did. Took the dog to the vet today. Guess what I get to do with my dog now? Brush her teeth.
That's what the really expensive screw sticks were for.
They're not working as good as they need to be. Which I do need to look on there and make sure that they are. There's a specific like labeling on there that means that they're proven effective, and the vet tech was pretty sure the dentist sticks are proven effective. She did give me another one that they sell that's even more expensive. But the vet said, go ahead and try brushing her teeth, because she doesn't fight you when you touch her mouth. Like, she doesn't really love it, but for, you know, the vet's like, just start slow, get in there, kind of rub around a little bit until she kind of So, anyways, I took this with me to the vets. That's why it was in there, and I forgot it was in there. I was working on my blankets. So I now have the transition row all done, and the first row of, or the first 4 rows of the shell stitch, which is the summer section, all done. I feel like this is not even, but it is, because of the way I'm holding it. And I don't know exactly how many rows of the shell stitch I have to do. It's like rows 43 through 66, and I'm just going to count it as 43 through 66, because I was trying to math it out the other day and it wasn't mathing in my head. So, take that out, we don't need that. Take that out, we don't need that. Don't need to keep that anymore. I used to have to take a proof of her vaccines up to Grandpa's retirement home so I could take her to see him. Which was so much fun. I did do some diamond painting. I don't have it down here with me. I didn't bring it down here with me. So I'll wait till next week to show you. Sorry. I just forgot to grab it and don't really feel like going upstairs to get it. I know, that sounds kind of lazy, but
It's Super Monday.
it's just, you know, it is Super Monday. Okay. I do have haul. I'm waiting on other haul to get here. Okay. Welcome to Life of a Pet Owner. I'm gonna try to cut as much of that out as possible, but like while I was in the middle of starting the haul segment, the cat decided to get sick.
Oh, it's really funny is it took you 10 times to press the... I feel like you took you 10 times to
Under
hit the
the
button.
table. Under us. At the table.
In front of my feet. Because he ate something he wasn't supposed to. Again.
Oh, God. He probably... I wonder if he somehow got a hold of a piece of plant material.
Oh, yeah.
Knowing him... This is life with this is life in our house, folks.
We have a cat that likes plants even though his body doesn't.
Oh my God.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving along, we're gonna go into haul now. You have no haul because you haven't got anything.
Well, I don't want to... I kind of like decided that I'm not getting any haul until I get shit done.
Yeah, probably a good idea. I am waiting on something to show up. Hopefully it gets here this week. I ordered something that I have been wanting to purchase for, I don't know, about a month now that I've saw advertising online. I'll show you when it gets here. I have been to Joann's. I think I said this. I've been to Joann's to see what their prices are like, or what their clearance sales are like. They ain't nothing right now.
I'm going to say the same thing about Joann Fabrics I said when Rite Aid was closing down.
What?
I'm beginning to see why you went out of business. Everything's 30% off. It's still cheaper at the grocery store down. It's literally right there.
I'm not gonna probably lie here. And I know that there are people that do not like Hobby Lobby because of their health insurance practices. And the owners are a bit shady, but I am now down to Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I'm going to take Hobby Lobby over Michael's. First of all, convenience sake. But, that said, I looked at paper packs, like designer paper for card making, at Joann Fabrics. On clearance, it is still cheaper at Hobby Lobby.
So same thing I was saying about with the other place.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. That does not mean that when I am over in Medina, I am going to... Yes, when I'm over in Medina, I'm probably going to run into Joann Fabrics, see where their discounts are, because there are a couple of things that if they are still there when the sale price gets low enough, yes, I will purchase them.
You are allowed one piece of heavy machinery.
Not heavy machinery, actually. Although...
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Ooh, serger.
Yeah. That type of stuff. You allow one of those purchases.
Okay.
And that has nothing to do with money.
The space.
Yeah.
Actually, the whole reason I don't have a serger at this point is space.
I mean, trust me, if I had enough money and a place to put it, I'd get you a quilting machine.
If I had them, oh god, one of them fancy long arms.
Like, it would, go buy second bedroom.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of quilting, this is probably what brought this on. While I was looking through their fabric stuff, and at some fabric pre-cuts, I found they have these. They had this. It is a quilt as you go placemat. So basically, it is pre-printed on the back. You can you can kind of see it. It's pre-printed on the back. There's see if you can see this. There are lines on the piece of batting that show you where to put the piece of fabric. And the way you quilt it down, or the way you sew it down, you're quilting as you go. This makes 6 of these stripy placemats. I did look up the company to see what else they sell. There's a couple other placemat options. One of them actually is kind of cool. It has a pocket for the silverware, which is kind of cool. I thought that would be cool for guests, but we don't really have guests that much, so I don't know if I really need that. But they have a couple different styles of tote bags, which I did wish list on my Amazon list. And I do think I might have wish listed the other placemats, but anyways. But I thought this was a cool concept because, again, something small you can quilt as you go. And again, I don't need a long arm quilting machine to quilt.
No, it'd be funny.
You're right, it would be. It would be amazingly awesome if I could afford a craft room with space for one of those giant...
Oh, by the way, it would not be the only thing in there. There would be some stuff in there for me.
Fancy schmancy quilting machines. All you do is you tell it you want this pattern on it, and it moves along and it quilts. Trust me, these suckers are amazing, but they are like the price of a fucking car. Pardon my French. They're the price of a car. Not really. They're like 20 grand though.
That is the price of a car.
I mean, you can get a quality car for that much.
My car costs less than that.
My car costs less than that, but my car we bought after auto show sale.
Random thought process. Would you like to know what I'd get if I was able to just get something funny for that type of stuff? A 3D printer.
Oh yeah, I would love a 3D printer.
The thing is, the 3D printer I want and the 3D printer you want are not the same.
Probably not, because I see all of these social media reels of people 3D printing crazy stuff, and I'm like, that's funny. That'd be fun.
I want to get one that comes with a table, and I want to 3D print the frickin' 8-foot-long sword.
There you go. I want to know how these people print, like, the plastic, printed needle minders with the pictures on them. Like,
they 3D print the back, and then they have a separate machine to print on the end of it.
That makes sense, but because those are fun, and there are definitely some that I wish I could like make myself. But anyways, Squirrelicious. Let's go with petting
squirrels are
time.
sleeping.
Okay, well, would you plans? First plan is to get some sleep.
Yeah, after 9 o'clock.
I've hit the portion of I am overtired at this point, so good luck. Good luck tonight, buddy.
Why?
I'm overtired.
Hey, honey. I can sleep through a hurricane. I can sleep through you being grouchy.
When I'm overtired, I am either grouchy, crazy, or I cry. Like, that's it. That's what I do.
So I need to go to the store and buy chocolate.
No.
And keep you crazy.
No.
Because crazy is the easiest.
Okay. Do you have any other plans?
No, there's stuff I'd like to do, but I just never get around to it.
Okay. Let's do the plans. Australian Labradoodles is the theme for Daily 30 for the week. Oh, I gotta... Well, I mean... I don't, because I know what I would like to do. But you like to do what I don't want to do, so...
Is it a problem I pick stuff out?
I know what I just did.
You hit this. You found what button is actually for starting and stopping.
Okay, well, it started and stopped real quick, so anyways. Okay. So, number 1 is to stitch any whip that contains a dog or your pet type. State your pet type. State your pet's name if you are substituting your pet as the response for credit. I have a dog. I have dog whip.
That's not on the list of things I can take.
Yes, it is.
Oh, good take. Okay, I forgot. Can I borrow your pencil real quick?
Did you forget that's got a greyhound on it?
No, I won't.
Okay. Fairly good. Number 2. Stitch on a whip that will take you between 12 and 15 days to complete.
Is this you days or me days? Because I don't own a whip I can get done in 12 days. Now, is that 24 hours times that? Or is that just if you sat down and stitched for a few hours a day? Because that's there's a really big gap between me spending 2 hours after work every day getting it done and somebody who has nothing better to do sitting down for 16 hours a day. That's a very big gap difference.
If I were to base it on my stitching time and how I stitch and what I stitch and when I stitch, I could come up with a couple of my projects that, yes, I could feasibly get done in 12 to 15 days. Calla Lily Bride is one of them.
Sure, we'll go with that one. I want to do that one anyway.
A Good Tyke is another one.
Okay, fine. We'll do good tyke then. More good tyke. We'll do all good tyke. You'll do nothing but good tyke. Ha ha ha.
I mean, looking at my list, I could probably come up with a handful of these that, yes, in the way I stitch in my stitching time, I could get done in 12 to 15 days. Now, I don't stitch consecutively. It doesn't say it needs to be stitched consecutively. And I'm not entirely sure I can, but I could. Alright. Number 3. Stitch on a project that contains wool, fleece, or a coat of some kind. I mean, dog coat? Does that count? Doesn't say it doesn't.
I'm going to say skip that one.
Well, problem is.
Oh, there's one you already want to skip?
Yeah.
Okay, well then, can you pause the video for a second?
Okay. We determined that a Good Tyke with its dog cloak is about all I've got.
Yeah, or coat. But yeah, I wanted to look at one of the projects that was over there. I didn't think you wanted to look down my shirt.
I'm not supposed to looking down my shirt.
You got something good to look at. I just have a fat belly.
I'm sorry. That was probably not appropriate.
Neither is F-bomb, but anyway, let's go.
Okay, this is the one I'm going to have to stitch because I got nothing. I can't even stretch for this one. Stitch on a whip that has a water source. Actually, I probably could stretch for this one.
I got great. You know what? You know what? Do that Good Tyke. Our dog is a hell of a water source. Jesus Christ, she pees every 5 minutes. And when she drinks out of the water, she shares that water with the whole floor.
Our dog's a water source for the yard.
And the kitchen.
She was drooling today. She was so excited at the vet office. She was drooling.
So yeah, they are a water source.
Okay.
Slightly contaminated, but they're still a water source.
Moving along. And number 5 is to stitch on a whip using either black, blue, red, brown, or silver, or any combination of these.
What color is the gray? Is the Taikin?
The border is in all black.
That
and
works.
there is actually shades of blue in the leaves that are around.
Okay, good. You can actually skip the coat one.
I probably should skip the coat one and use the water source because that's funny.
Just have them come watch this video. They'll die laughing. They'll be going, God. Literally, every time we're at my in-laws, we bring a water dish for the dog. And after we pick up for the day, my mother-in-law comes by with a paper towel and cleans up. Because the dog licks in her mouth and it comes out the sides.
It's funny. It's funny.
Oh, yes, it is. I love my dog.
We love the dog. And you know what? It's March. Does she know what that means? What does that mean?
That I need to think about. I need to hurry up and think about a present to get you in a few weeks.
My birthday's in less than a month.
I know her birthday. I did not connect the dots.
You didn't put 2 and 2 together.
Oh, don't worry. On April Fool's Day, I would have had a heart attack. Because I would have noticed the April and went, ah!
That being said, my birthday month's next month. And we know that Laura likes to do birthday starts for her birthday month. So I am picking up my birthday starts. I have 2 of them picked out already. I have decided we have a theme this month, or this year, and it is sunflowers. I have 3 things to start for my birthday already picked out. If I can get the fabric for one of them dyed.
So what you're telling me is I need to get your sizes so I can buy you a sunflower sundress?
I don't know that I'd wear a sundress. I'm not one of those girls that a sundress looks good on.
It was a fun joke. It was a fun thing to say. No, not a joke thing to say. Sunflower sundress. Okay. That's fun to say.
I need to find one more sunflower thing for my month of starts because I start one thing a week for my birthday. I have 3 things. If I can get the fabric for one of them, that could be challenging. I found a pair of scissors over here earlier. I want them.
And oh yeah, I also got sick most of the weekend. All the weekend, it started Friday after I went on a tirade.
Okay, so I will I'm going to start gathering. My plan is to start gathering up birthday month starts tonight because I'm probably going to finish up my Sal prompt stitches quickly today. I have not been going to the Monday stitch group for reasons. I won't get into it right now. Because it's just going to upset me. But, so I've been having a little bit more stitching time because I don't have that drive time. I did have to drive around today because the dog had a vet appointment and I had to go to the paper store. I did buy myself a couple of things at the paper store. Some pretty DPS paper. And I bought these highlighters. I should have showed them for haul. But they're double-ended. One's the chisel end and one's like a fine point end. I bought 2 of them because my pink highlighter... I went to use my pink highlighter like a month or 2 ago, but it was back at the beginning of January. I pulled the cap off, and the end of my pink highlighter is all moldy. I have no idea what happened to it. It was disgusting. It went right in the garbage. So I bought 2 shades of pink. If these work out nicely, as my highlighters die, I'm probably going to replace it with those because it's got the dual end, and you know as well as I do. Most of you know as well as I do. Some of the patterns, the boxes for the stitch squares, are smaller than others, so that fine tip end is going to be so much nicer.
I don't.
I know, it just.
Can I try that small tip one? Because that's one of my major problems with highlighters. Is they're always the patterns I like are always. It's like 1.5 squares for the highlighter I have.
You have the same highlighters I do.
I don't have the same patterns you do.
I know, but the one pattern is the same size, and I don't have a problem with it. Okay, you can try them out.
Hey, I'm just saying, well, I don't want to try them because I'm nosy. So are you.
Yeah.
Okay, shall we continue?
So, that is, I guess this video has been a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be.
We have no idea because we've had to break it up 4 times.
Not entirely sure because I'm going to have to do some heavy editing for at least one part of it to cut out cat barf. And then I accidentally stopped it and started it again within 2 seconds.
Not even.
It's Monday. I gotta go cook chicken for dinner. I got chicken thighs for dinner. We're gonna have chicken for dinner. I don't know if we're gonna have... I have potatoes. Yes, scroll. Alright, I gotta go cook dinner. So, that is all we have for the week. Thank you for spending some time with us this week. What do we want the people to do?
Please like, comment, subscribe, bell thingy, YouTube stuff, make algorithm happy. Also, let us know if you get a good night's sleep. And if you have any tips. Because...
I need to write myself like a little sequence for when we end things because I think I always do it differently because I always forget what order I need to go in.
We always do it the same way.
Okay. I don't know. It seems like I always do it differently. Thank you for spending some time with us this week. We hope you had a good time with us. We hope you were entertained. And we hope to see you again next week. Until then, bye! Bye!